Can you hear me? Well, good evening, boys and girls. Thank you. Oh, thank you. My name is Miss Mindy, and I am the librarian at the Brooksville City Library. I hope you are having a wonderful time tonight. How are you enjoying Willfest? Yes? Thank you. Now, before we send you off to your campsites and nightly slumber, I'd like to read to you this little bedtime trilogy called Tales from the Double Wide, written by an unknown Russian novelist and children's author, Jillian Cherkinsky. The first offering is 4 chapters long and called The Saga of Cooter Dan. It's a lovely little tale, boys and girls, of murder, revenge, and unrequited love. And throw in a major catastrophe for good measure. It starts, boys and girls, with our hero, Cooter Dan, standing on a deserted shoreline, pining for his lost love. Boys and girls, chapter 1, Somewhere in the Ocean.
Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship that was sailing through. It was off on the horizon and I couldn't help but think of you. I've been stranded on this island since you left me and I'm feeling blue. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship reminding me of you. You're probably with the captain having champagne and caviar, drinking rum with the stewards and the gamblers at the Keno bar. I can see you winking at them cause I know that's just the way you are. Stranded on this island staring sadly at your ship so far. Frankie! I can barely read the letters on the bow, you're so far away. And the fog is starting to get thick, thick, thick. But I squinted and I see through the slowly rising mist that the name of the ship you're on is the Titanic. I'm beginning to feel better, I'm recovering from these blues. And when you get where you are going, won't you please send me some better news? Yeah, I'm sure you'll have a grand time partying on your Titanic cruise. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship reminding me of you. Whoa. I can barely read the letters on the bow, you're so far away. And the fog is starting to get thick, thick, thick. But I squinted and I see through the slowly rising mist that the name of the ship you're on is the Titanic. Woo. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship that was sailing through. It was off on the horizon and I couldn't help but think of you. I've been stranded on this island since you left me and I'm feeling blue. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship reminding me of you. Yeah. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship. Somewhere in the ocean there's a ship reminding me of you.
Well, boys and girls, Cooter Dan, recovering from that first tragic love, moves to the small Florida town called Chuckaluski, where he finds himself a job cutting bait fish